getting all clamped. Just kidding, my throat's all messed up. Hey everyone, my name is Mike Garn, and I'm the developer behind the game 3 of June. And welcome to the vlog. It's finally happening. I've been talking about it for months now, and it's finally happening. I've just had a lot of stuff going on, and typically I will always choose to work on the game as opposed to like recording myself talking in front of this little device. Yeah, so about me. I'm a concept artist that's making a transition into becoming just a full-time developer. As for what I've done, like my credentials in the game industry, I figured it'd be a good idea to kind of like throw that down. I spent a lot of time working on Call of Duty games, about 4 years working on Call of Duty games, worked on Infinite Warfare, and worked on Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, which I'm obviously not working on anymore. But the good news is I'm working on 3 of June, and I'm really stoked about it, and stoked about where it's going, and I'm stoked to be in charge of the entire vision of a project. It's very exciting to wake up in the morning and just come and do this. A question I get a lot is, what is 3 of June? What is it about? Why is the title 3 of June? It is not a date, which is kind of, I realize is kind of obnoxious, because anytime I post, it'll be like 3 of June, Monday update 3 of June, or whatever, and it's like, wait, is this the update from, you know, Monday of June 3rd this last year or something? Anyway, but I like the title too much to change it, and I already got the website URLs, so, and did the graphics and the logos, and I'm not changing it. The game is kind of like Contra. Like when I was a kid and I played Contra, what I thought, if they kept on making Contras, what Contra would eventually be like. And as a kid, this is kind of the game I always wanted. So it has all the features of a modern game, but with the visuals of an older game. Switching to pixel art actually was like a great thing to do, because I've been able to make way more progress on this than I was. I was working on another project before this that one day I hope to go back to. If you're making games, lists are your best friend, because seriously, there's no way there's just no way I could keep track of all this stuff in my head. It's just too much stuff. Okay, yeah, so this week is all about the camera system, getting that squared away and finalized. And then also I gotta finish implementing like a base HUD, not like a final HUD, but like just something that, now that I have multiplayer, and I need to make another HUD for multiplayer, because I have the single player HUD up and running and it looks like crap, but all the information's there, and I've actually already done concepts for what it'll look like, and it shouldn't be hard to migrate it all in. But I don't want to do any migrating of any art assets that I know that I might change. And this whole time, the UI, or like the HUD, has changed so many times. I think I'm on like the 12th iteration of the HUD. Just because you'll be working, actually, I should just, I'll show it. I'll put it up on the screen here. So this is the basic HUD of the game, and it's still being worked on. Just really trying to simplify this thing as much as possible. Yeah, so it's gonna be a busy week, and if I have time, I'm gonna also switch over to building like the save system, which I haven't started yet. Another thing I want to show you guys is just like some of the in-game cool stuff that I've been working on, and we'll start this vlog with some of the stuff I did for the trailer. I wanted to show this much sooner, but as we all know, the vlog got postponed. So this is the forest scene from the trailer, and it's kind of awesome. You can see, it's, most of the game is actually all 2D, except for when it comes to stuff that's going to do like parallax, and that stuff's 3D. So that's what'll, because the camera's a perspective camera, when it moves it actually does the parallaxing for me. Another cool thing I want to show you guys, that if you're a game developer and you're doing a pixel art game, when I first started to approach this forest, and maybe I'll put up a picture of the concept art that so this is the concept art that I started with to build the forest, and like my whole aim was to get this forest to look as close to that as possible. But one of the trickiest parts that I was the most concerned with was the trees. And you can see as you go through, all these trees are different, and it's kind of awesome. I started off and I drew one tree, and by the time I finished that one tree, I was like, it doesn't take that long. It took me, what, like 5 minutes to draw a tree? But I hated the process so much and dreaded the thought of making, like 20 more trees, that I was just like, you know what? No, I'm just going to do like I'm going to do like 4 different trunks, and I'm going to do a bunch of different canopies, and then I'm going to do a bunch of different branches and a bunch of different like leaves that can go on the branches. So as you can see, like as I move this, it's actually like just randomizing the tree, like randomizing the branches, where they go, the number of them. You can see it's not perfect, like sometimes you can see little gaps. But when I was doing the trailer, I wasn't trying to be a perfectionist. I was just trying to get it passable. Let's see, is the random? Yeah, manual canopy's on. So actually, like even the canopy goes up and down, and you can just see you get like all these different trees just by coding it. If you're proficient enough in coding, I'm sure you can figure out how to do this exact same thing with whatever you're doing. And then these back ones I think do it too. Yeah. So I could just duplicate this and build a randomized forest like super fast, and you can kind of tell it's somewhere the same pieces. And so I'm going to do different size trees, and then you're going to get a forest that's just full of diverse trees, but it's really only the pieces to build, I don't know, like 10 trees will build hundreds of trees. Anyway, that's the end of the vlog. First vlog's done for September 23rd, 2018, which I'm going to say at the beginning of the next one. Thanks again for supporting and for liking and all that internet crap. I think what I'm doing is important for the game to happen, but ultimately, like, the success of the game depends on people that are interested in it. So I really do appreciate all of the nice things that people have said. Everyone in general, I think maybe I've gotten like one comment that was like someone not pumped, and that's fine. This game is ultimately for me and for young me that was a little kid that would have loved to play this game, and for anybody else that resonates with that. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you guys again in a month.